Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. Students in the Collinwood neighborhood have a new place to learn. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District has opened up a brand new school. With the help of a few students, CMSD CEO Eric Gordon cut the ribbon, officially opening the Oliver Hazard Perry School.
On the count of three, 1, 2, 3.
Gordon said O.H. Perry is the third school to be rebuilt in this neighborhood.
So as part of our continuing modernization project supported by Cleveland District taxpayers, this is the third and final K-8 school in this neighborhood to be fully rebuilt and replaced. And this is one of 6 pre-K-8 schools that we're cutting the ribbon on this year alone.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson was at the ribbon cutting ceremony, and he thanked those who voted to make this happen.
We really thank the people of the citizens of the city of Cleveland, because it was their vote on issue 4 that allowed us not only to do this school, but I think we're doing ribbon cuttings for 3 other schools soon. 3 schools, as the councilman has said, in this particular neighborhood, but throughout the city we have either renovated or rebuilt schools. That would not have happened without the voters of the city of Cleveland, because it's all public finance. So I want to thank you.
Ward 8 Councilman Michael Polensik says the new school marks a special day for the Collinwood community.
This now is the 3rd new school constructed on the northeast side here, K through 8. So we're very fortunate. All of our elementary schools, again, have been replaced. And I can't say enough, because it came about as a result of the citizens supporting, a levy to build these new schools. And so I want to thank CMSD, again, our build team.
One of the highlights of the school is their media center, which is named in honor of George, Janet, and Molly Voinovich.
Because Janet and George Voinovich have been so engaged in this building. Their children went here, and their late daughter Molly was a student here when she unfortunately lost her life on the way to school. And as a result of that, they created a scholarship, and every year we celebrate Molly Day here as a result of that, which has become a big event at the school.
Halley School on the city's west side officially opened the doors to their new school and hosted an official ribbon cutting ceremony to commemorate. It is the only CMSD ribbon cutting this year that included students from all grade levels.
What's up, Bobcats? Woo!
Cleveland City Councilman Carrie McCormick was excited for the students and gave them an inspirational message.
This school is a symbol that we care and know that every single child in this community deserves a beautiful school that meets your needs and meets the needs of the kids and the families across the board. But what's more important than the school? The people around us. Take a look around you. We see our teachers. We see our principal. We see our school board. We see our CEO. We see our neighbors. This is our community. So today we open the doors and cut the ribbon on this beautiful brand new school. But it's that community that you see around you that's the most important part. Know that we're here for you. Know that with this new school and the people here around you, that we believe in you, that we love you, and that we want to invest as much as we can in your future, because we know that this is just the beginning of your future.
CMSD CEO Eric Gordon said aside from the opportunity to learn in a new school, the students were going to have another big opportunity in their future thanks to Say Yes to Cleveland's Kids.
So Bobcats, all of you who are standing, thanks to the generosity of the people of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio, every single one of you has a scholarship to college when you graduate high school. Whether you are 1st grade or 8th grade, you have a guaranteed scholarship to college.
Nick Scheibelhood, who is the principal at Halley, shared with us the kids' reaction to the new school.
This year when they came back, they were so excited to be in this new building. just walking in the first day of school has been unbelievable. Just the smiles and the cheeriness and the wanting to be here attitude. It's just a positive place to be. So they're excited.
Electric scooters are all over Cleveland, so we went out to learn a little more about the newest mode of transportation here in the CLE. The scooters were free to try at a lunch event in Midtown Cleveland. People who stopped over were able to try them out on a closed street. Callie Mersman of the city's bicycle and pedestrian team said the event also promoted scooter safety.
We have scooter vendors here to help share safety tips about how to ride safely in the road. And then there's an opportunity for people to put on a helmet and practice riding, stopping, starting, turning the devices before they take their first ride live in the street.
Cleveland's Chief of Sustainability, Matt Gray, is excited about the scooters from a sustainable standpoint.
So they really provide a great sustainability benefit because people like them, but they're good for the environment and they're also good for the economy. You know, workers, employers like these. These are where people and job seekers want to be. So scooters really kind of get at a lot of things we care about with sustainability.
One of the scooter companies that were on hand was Spin. Dan Winston is the Mid-Atlantic Regional General Manager for Spin Scooters. He says his scooters offer ease of mobility and for a low cost.
So this is our latest generation scooter. It's called a Max, and it's got a powerful brake, a bell, a display where you can see the speed, an accelerator, and then very importantly, a wide base and large inflatable tires. These are not plastic. They actually have air. They're pressurized with air, and so we find it makes for a really stable, smooth ride. And you'll find that the center of gravity is lower, so it just it feels comfortable when you ride it. It can be ridden in a lot of different kinds of conditions.
Curious to check out the new scooters, Daniel Dudley stopped by the demo to give them a try.
It was really interesting. I felt that it was a lot quicker than I expected. It just kind of like jumps forward. So it was a lot of fun actually. I didn't expect that. I've seen it in other cities, but I've never tried them before.
If you do take the scooters out for a ride, you are encouraged to wear a helmet and, of course, to ride in the street. Well, Cleveland's 22 neighborhood resource and recreation centers are offering free expanded programs. Those programs include ACT, SAT prep, STEM workshops, job readiness assistance, dance, visual arts, theater, and more. For additional details, contact your local neighborhood resource and recreation center. You can also call 216-664-2241 or visit clevelandohio.gov/NRRC activities. Local senior citizens were recently treated to a delicious barbecue lunch. The event was put together in part by the Cleveland Office of Community Relations. Sherry Bowman from the office spoke to us about the importance of the barbecue.
We decided to do a barbecue in honor of these Golden Age Center. This Golden Age Center, which is actually run by the Benjamin Rose Foundation. We're feeding anybody that comes in the building. We've got people walking in from over there, down on 89th Street. And basically what we're trying to do is to bring them some resources, show them that the city of Cleveland cares about them because they never really see a whole lot of us.
The Rose Centers for Aging Well was also instrumental in making sure the barbecue was a success. There are several Rose Centers throughout Cleveland area, and they are a great place for seniors to stay active and socially connected.
We are a second family for a lot of seniors. What happens is a lot of them are alone, isolated, and this is a great program for at a low, no income or no cost, and just wonderful programming for seniors, 60 and older. Mm-hmm.
That's a question I love to answer. That's an easy one. It's just we are a great place for older adults to get out, avoid isolation, connect with their peers, and just have a great time and age well.
Mm-hmm. Many vendors were on hand at the lunch, providing a variety of resources, information, and freebies. A group of Case Western Reserve students from Advocates for Cleveland Health were on hand doing free health screenings.
Advocates for Cleveland Health is an organization at Case Western Reserve University with undergrad and grad students that's basically working to address health issues in the Cleveland area. So our big thing is doing blood pressure and blood glucose screenings around the Cleveland area at different food banks, events like these, and also just informing our students about various public health issues that affect the Cleveland area.
Events at the Ernest J. Bone Center for Aging Well can't happen without the support of volunteers. And one man has been volunteering at the various centers for over 30 years.
It's a great deal to get away from the house and have met a lot of friends. And that's a pleasure to me.
What's your favorite part of volunteering?
I call bingo.
Bingo?
For more information on the Rose Centers for Aging Well, visit their website at benrose.org. We'll be right back with more TV20 News. Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. The Ethiopian Cultural Garden recently held its Phase 1 dedication ceremony. A new monument was unveiled, the first African monument in the Cultural Gardens. Local dignitaries shared their appreciation and spoke about the significance it has here in Cleveland.
It really represents what Cleveland has been since its existence, really a combination and mosaic of different people and different culture. So the adding of the Ethiopian garden is just the beginning of adding another form of diversity that has not existed here before.
On behalf of my colleagues at Cleveland City Council, we just want to thank you for all that you do. These gardens enrich the city more than you know, and the fact that we are here to dedicate the first garden of an African country is tremendous. And again, just thank you, and you've really enriched Cleveland by everything you've done for this. So thank you.
This is more than a brand new addition for us. This is in the heart of Glenville, and it's from Ethiopia. It's our first African culture center that's in this development right here. So I'm very, very happy. It would be great for the Ethiopians to come to Glenville High School and talk with the children.
Ethio-American businessman Aklilu Demesi remarked about the meaning behind the monument and importance of the garden.
It shows the inclusivity of Cleveland. Now that we are the first black nation represented in the Cleveland Cultural Garden, I'm sure many more will come. And we would like to thank the city, the people of the city, the Cultural Garden Foundation, the Minley Cole Foundation, especially the person who was behind this, Dr. Carl Robson and his wife, Sister Sanait Robson. I would like to thank them for getting us together and cooperatively making this a reality today.
The 74th One World Day celebration at the Cleveland Cultural Gardens, which is celebrating its 103rd anniversary this year, brought out thousands of people to embrace, learn, and enjoy the diversity of our city and the gardens that honor them.
Almost every garden, and there's about 35 gardens right now, have ethnic food, performances, interactive things. We've got a kids area with Gaelic Glen alpacas and storytelling and the art museum, and the orchestra is bringing in instruments. There's ethnic entertainment. There's a beer garden. There's great food. And if you want to just be a couch potato and watch things, you can. But if you want to be interactive, you can learn how to do a Chartist dance or an Irish jig, or you can make pierogies. It's whatever you want to do, there's something for you and your family to do here. One of the highlights every year is a parade of flags. And for many years, it was just nations that had cultural gardens that marched. But a few years ago, we decided let's open it up because not every country has a garden yet, even though there's many more trying to get them. So we opened it up. There's no Hispanic representation, for example. So now we have about 50 different cultures that will be marching. And we have some groups we've never had before, like the Sudan and Haiti and Uzbekistan. It's really a showing of Cleveland's diversity and culture.
After the parade, the opening and naturalization ceremony was held in the Serbian Garden, where the newest American citizens were sworn in. Cleveland city leaders, including Mayor Frank Jackson, welcomed the new citizens to the community.
You know, I want to congratulate those who will be naturalized today and really thank you for choosing America as your new home. Also want to congratulate and thank the Cultural Garden Federation for their continued success in not only the parade, but the One World Day. You know, One World Day is really symbolic of Cleveland. It really helps to establish who we are, our personality, and our culture and our character.
I look forward to you becoming my neighbor here in Cuyahoga County. I want you not to forget to participate and come back and help the cultural gardens. Find your garden and come back and help us. We need this to keep it lovely. I want you to remember to vote, keep our democracy strong. And I don't want you to forget 2020 is our U.S. Census. God bless and thank you all, and I look forward to welcoming you as my neighbor.
We want you to stay in the city of Cleveland to raise your family and to live and to work. That means a lot to us here. This is a city that welcomes you, not just here to welcome you as immigrants to become U.S. citizens. We truly, truly, truly love you, and we want people from Bosnia, Serbia, Egypt, the Sudan, countries in Africa, over in Indonesia, India, Pakistan, all your countries to come here, really to stay in the city of Cleveland.
After the ceremony, an unveiling for the new Yuri Gagarin bus took place in the Russian Garden. Yuri was the first person to travel to outer space. To learn more about One World Day, visit clevelandculturalgardens.org. The NAACP Cleveland branch hosted the Hatitude Brunch and Tea at Stonewater Golf Club. President of the organization, Danielle Seidnor, explains the theme and purpose of the inaugural event.
The theme this year is to make you a priority. We, within the NAACP, we serve a lot, we give back a lot, and a lot of members that are members of the branch or members of the community that are participating in the event today are the same type of folks who are always giving back. So this is an opportunity for them to stop and think about how they should make themselves a priority so they can continue to serve in a better way.
Women don beautiful headpieces, some even competing in their best hat contest. The winner was this lovely woman in the stunning rose piece. Dr. Yvonne Pointer was the event's mistress of ceremonies and led a fireside chat with Judge Emanuela Groves.
I'm really excited because she's a phenomenal woman with an amazing history. And so what we want to do is just learn more about, well, how does she become the best you?
We asked many of the ladies what hatitude means to them.
It just feels like you have a little bit of a positive attitude. Like, you know, you're going outside, you look good, put on an outfit. And again, for those that maybe don't have as much hair as me, where you could stick a hat on top of it, you put on a nice crown and just feel special for the day.
Style, fashion, beauty. So I wanted to go out and make sure that I put all three of those together and made it happen.
A woman walking in all her excellence, knowing who she is, when she throws on her hat, which is her crown, feeling good about herself.
For more information, visit clevelandnaacp.org. The Real Black Friday Business Expo was held at Public Square in downtown Cleveland. TV20 correspondent Felicia Haney spoke with the founder of the event, Laurice Purnell, about why he started the Real Black Friday 6 years ago.
It was built to bring awareness and create collaborative and educational opportunities for Black-owned businesses right here in our city. We started the first year and we had 600 to 800 people attend. Last year, 7,000 people attended. And you see we're right here in the center of our city, and it's all about collaboration. You see different businesses connecting with one another. You see community members supporting them. And you guys know it's all about jobs, man. If they have money, they can create jobs that make better communities.
Local business owners, some at the event for the first time, expressed why they think the Real Black Friday is important for our community.
you want to meet the people in the city, because the people who support you in your own city will talk about you to other people everywhere else, and then that's how other people support you. But when you have the love of the people right here in your own city, that means so much. I have lived all over, but there's no place like home. So, and then just my message alone, letting people know, encouraging people to trust God's plan is the most important thing that I could do.
I think that it shows like youth our age that you can do it. You can start your own business. You don't have to be like a certain age to start doing something. I think it also shows our youth that you can make a change. You don't have to wait for anyone else to do it. You can do it yourself.
I think we need it real bad for all the young men that are coming from prison who need jobs, all the men that are graduating high school and looking, to get into something, maybe not going to college. Just a great opportunity for them to get together with companies that are intentional of bringing them in and say, okay, what are you about? What can you do? And how can you help our company?
How do you think events like this help you as a vendor and also are helping the city?
I mean, there's a lot of people walking around here that they don't have jobs. For me, it's a great opportunity for me to get with black men and give them my flyer, give them my information so they know about the company and know there's opportunities and companies out there that are, that have their back. And so, we hire black men, definitely have their back. This whole situation right here is just beautiful. Just seeing black people get together and having their own businesses and stuff like that is just awesome.
In addition to my volunteer role at the NAACP, my full-time paid job, I'm the executive director of ECDI Northern Ohio. We assist small business owners in getting access to capital, those that are traditionally underserved by normal banking sources. Then my two sons have a small business themselves. So when we think about what the Real Black Friday stands for, the mission is to really illuminate the fact that black people have access to businesses, or they own businesses, and then the amount of money that can possibly travel through those businesses if we're supporting each other. So it's really at the foundation of what I do for work in terms of making sure we have capital available to black and brown entrepreneurs that traditionally have a hard time getting a loan from a bank. And then also looking at the education part of it, making sure that they have the right kind of wraparound resources besides just their great idea, but the things that they're going to need to make sure that business is sustainable. And then from the perspective of the NAACP, we're always advocating for more equal access in supplier diversity to make sure institutions and corporations are spending money with black-owned businesses.
For more information or to get involved, visit therealblackfriday.com. Well, the skies were filled with the thunderous sounds of planes and jets for the annual air show. The tarmac of Burke Lakefront Airport was filled with people at this year's celebration of all things aeronautic. Airshow spokesperson Diane Ginn says there was plenty for people to do and see.
The Cleveland National Air Show is jam-packed with flying all day long, so it starts from the morning and goes until late afternoon. With the finale is the jet team of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, and their 6 planes will be flying in formation, but we have the U.S. Army Golden Knight parachute team that'll be jumping. We have civilian performers like Julie Clark. We have the Geico Skytypers are here, and so that's a new act for us, and it's all lots of fun in the air, and then all the stuff that's to see and do on the ground for people to hop in a plane, help pack a parachute, all good stuff.
Loretta Childs is attending the air show with her family this year, as she has done every year. She says it's a family tradition.
We grew up doing this. My dad brought us here when we were just babies, pretty much. Okay. And I've been coming almost 47 years, and my children have been to one ever since they've been born. So it's just a family opportunity to come together and enjoy ourselves. Okay. Yes, and we love the planes.
Yeah. As exciting as it was to see the planes in action, it was even more exciting to meet the pilots of those planes. Pilot Delane Buttacavoli, along with her daughter Hannah, spoke to us about her plane, which happens to be a B-25 bomber.
This is a B-25. We're based up at Willow Run in Ypsilanti, Michigan, right next to Detroit. It's called the Yankee Air Museum. That's who owns the aircraft. And we travel around to air shows and display this, a piece of history. This aircraft actually did missions in World War II. So if you come to see it and come watch us fly in the air show, you're actually watching a piece of history fly. It's amazing.
The Cleveland National Air Show was also an outdoor plane museum where people could go inside and explore the biggest planes they have ever seen to the smallest personal aircrafts. The Cleveland National Air Show was a perfect ending to another great Cleveland summer. Voinovich Park in North Coast Harbor was filled to capacity for the first annual Water Lantern Festival. Lindsay Struthers, event coordinator for the festival, said the event is a celebration of life for all people.
So the Water Lantern Festival is a way to create unity in the community and bring a lot of different backgrounds, cultures, everyone together for one night that we just celebrate life and create a positive experience for people in the community.
Struthers said there was also numerous activities to do and food options to enjoy at the festival prior to the launching of the lanterns.
It starts off as a food, music festival, and we have yard games like cornhole and a lot of vendors here. And then right at sunset, we'll start to launch the lanterns out onto Lake Erie. And we have about an hour-and-a-half window which allows people to take their time and go and launch at their own leisure.
All who attended the festival were given materials to make their own water lanterns, and the decorations on them told a very personal story.
And we mainly focus on the 5 pillars, which are life, love, unity, remembrance, and peace. And it just allows for people to decorate their lantern for all of their different reasons. We have people who have lost loved ones that they like to memorialize, and we have people who write their goals on there for the year, and so there's a lot of different reasons that people come. But yeah, we just wanted to create a positive experience in this world.
At sunset, when the lanterns were launched, the view was simply breathtaking. Struthers says that, based on the success of this festival, they hope to bring it back next year. For more information on the Water Lantern Festival, visit their website at waterlanternfestival.com. That's all for your TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.